Good day everyone, my report is all about socio-emotional development of the intermediate schoolers. Social and emotional development means how children start to understand who they are, what they are feeling, and what to expect when interacting with others. It is the development of being able to form and sustain positive relationship, experience, manage and express emotions, explore and engage with the environment. Self-competence. Acquisition of feelings. This is one of the most widely recognized characteristics of this period of development. Self-competence o kakayahan sa sarili. This is the ability to shape one's own personal and professional development largely independently of external influences. This means that self-competence focuses on which actions and conditions can be shaped and controlled by personal influence. This is Erik Erikson's development task of the middle childhood, the social crisis industry versus inferiority. This is Erikson's fourth stage of identity, typically occurs between the ages of 7 to 13 years old and involves industry versus inferiority. When a child successfully navigates this stage, the developed competency become a big part of confidence as we develop life and plays as a strong role in the next stage of identity. Self-identity. This refers to the child's stability and prominent aspects of one's perception. This reflects the labels people use to describe themselves. Self-identity is the identity that one gives oneself. In other words, it is the role or rules which one believes define oneself. For example, a person's self-identities may include the fact that she is a mother, wife, or a daughter, or social worker, or a blood donor. Also, a gender or personality, religion, and hobbies. Self-concept. It is generally thought of as our individual perception of our behavior, abilities, and characteristics. Social comparison is most likely employed in dealing with others. Children shows increase in perspective taking. Our self-concept is an important guiding principle that help us navigate the world and understand our role in it. Part of our self-concept may be good or not so good for our well-being. That's why learning more about our self-concept can be beneficial. For example, beliefs such as I am a good friend or I am a kind person are part of an overall self-concept. Other example of self-concept include how you may view your personality traits such as whether you are an extrovert or introvert. Emotional development. Children shows improvement emotional understanding. Another milestone in this stage is the development of children's emotional intelligence or EQ. EQ or emotional intelligence is the ability to identify and regulate one's emotion and understand the emotion of others. And why it is important? It is important because a high EQ helps you to build relationships, reduce team stress, diffuse conflict, and improve job satisfaction. Four areas of emotional intelligence. Number one is developing emotional self-awareness. Emotional self-awareness is the ability to understand your own emotions and their effect on your performance. Like for example, I am aware that I am wearing a shirt. On other level, you have substantial self-knowledge. This refers to your deeper feelings, emotions, and values. For example, I value loyalty in other people. Second is managing emotion or self-control. Emotional self-control is the ability to keep your disruptive emotions and impulses in check to maintain your effectiveness under stressful or even hostile conditions. Number three is reading emotion or perspective taking. The ability to understand how a situation appears to another person and how the person is reacting connectively and emotionally to the situation. Perspective taking allows us to feel what it would be like to be in others person's shoes during situation. Ito yung sinasabi nila na pag ikaw ang nasa kanilang sitwasyon, anong gagawin mo, anong iisipin mo, at anong mafe-feel mo pag ikaw ang nasa kanilang sitwasyon. Number 4, handling emotions or resolve problems. Having the skills to deal with other emotions before they become overwhelming and stop you from taking positive action. There are some ways how to resolve a problem. Number 1 is you should analyze and understand the root and cause of the problem. Second is you should plan, determine how to resolve the problem. Third is implement, put the resolution in place. And last is evaluate, determine if the resolution is producing the desired results. Building friendship. At this age, good peer relationships are important. Children prefer to belong to same-sex peer group. What do you mean children prefer to belong same-sex? This also means that boys and girls have different experiences and learn skills, competencies, and interests in their interaction with same-sex pairs. Boys learn how to get along and play effectively with other boys. In contrast, girls learn how to influence and play more cooperatively with other girls. Five types of peer status. Number 1 is popular, frequently nominated as best friend and one who is rarely disliked. Popular children receive many positive and few negative nomination. They are well liked by others. Popular children are cooperative, sociable, friendly, and sensitive to others. Although they are assertive and capable of using aggression, they exhibit few disruptive and negative behaviors. Second is average. Receive an average number of positive and negative nominations from peers. A child's negative peer rating score was defined as the proportion of participating classmates that gave him or her a don't like rating. Conceptually, children's peer status is positively related to their positive peer rating score and negatively related to their negative peer rating score. Number 3 is neglected. Very seldom nominated as best friend, but it is not rarely disliked. These children are not especially liked or disliked by peers and tend to go unnoticed. As a result, they may be isolated and especially avoid confrontation or aggressive interactions. Number 4 is rejected. Infrequently nominated as best friend but one who is also disliked by peers. Peer rejection is a global term that encompasses The many behavior used by a children to exclude and hurt one another, including overt forms of control and exclusion and more subtle tactics such as gossiping and spreading rumors. These individuals often have poor academic performance and more behavior problems in school. They are also at higher risk for delinquent behaviors and legal problems. Last is controversial. Frequently nominated as a best friend but at the little same time is disliked by peers. Controversial children combining characteristics of popular and rejected profiles are very liked by some peers but actively disliked by others. They are visible, active, assertive, and extremely sociable, often perceived as leaders. Skills that popular children have which pair find very positive. Number one is they give out reinforcement. Second, they act naturally. Third, they listen carefully and keep open communication. Fourth, they are happy and are in control of their negative emotions. And last is they show enthusiasm and concern for others. Characteristic of neglected children in which the pairs develops negative feelings. Number one, they participate less in the classroom. Second, they have negative attitude on school tardiness and attendance. Third is they are more often reported as being lonely. And last is they are aggressive. Family. At this stage, family support is crucial. The children can easily get frustrated if they can't find a support family. A good family relationship enable children to successfully go through this stage of development. Family support is important to individuals for various reasons, most of which are related to one's personal well-being. Family is crucial to people because it can be benefit a person's physical, emotional, and mental health. And what it offers human being can't be found anywhere else. Big ideas. This module stresses that during late childhood, a wide variety of biological, psychological, and social changes takes place across the developmental domain. As children progress through late childhood, family and community environment become significant factors. During late childhood, peers have an increasingly strong impact of development. Implication to childcare, education, and parenting. Healthcare providers and parents should be able to gain understanding of their child's socio-emotional strengths and weaknesses by encouraging to talk about their feelings without doing forcefully. Provide opportunities for children to build relationships with teachers and fellow classmates. Remind children that friendships have their ups and downs and that occasionally conflicts and arguments can be healthy. Design activities that allows children to work on their own and discover activities and hobbies that they enjoy and model healthy relationships. And that's all my report. Thank you for listening and good morning.